up, yo? This is True Magazine. We're sitting here with my man, Rockie Fresh. Just came out of the booth. We'll go back to that in a minute, but you know, we're gonna listen to some music. Check out what Rockie Fresh is up to. What's up, man?
What's going on, man? Thanks for having me. Yes, sir.
For some of the people that don't know, man, you know, give us who Rockie Fresh really is, man.
Alright, well, my name is Rockie Fresh. I'm a 20-year-old out of Chicago. I'm a hip-hop artist inspired by urban music and alternative. I just blend that shit together, and, you know, with that, I've come up with my own original sound, so yeah.
It's so obvious I got it. Man, I gotta be the one. I'm making it my business, but it used to be for fun. And no, I'm not a Catholic, but I'm doing it like none. It all started with a dream, and now look what I've become. So the real question is, how can y'all question me? What can I do for y'all, and what do y'all expect from me? I wanna learn, but I can't let you niggas lesson me. And if you got a problem, come at me respectfully. Cause I ain't the type to trip, but how far you wanna take it? I've been fucked up, let down, but through that I'ma make it. My face is to the future, my back is to the basics, and my niggas still waiting on they payment. And I told them that I got it, but to get it, how?
Which ones do you feel the most, and which ones, you know what I mean, really touch you more?
I feel like What's the Hurry, the first record I played, was like, you know what I'm saying, the most touching joint, mainly because like that was more so, you know what I'm saying, for me, as far as like me releasing just certain stresses that I had that I really felt like I couldn't talk to anybody about, or you know, just certain issues that, you know, I was moved by and how they were affecting me. Like in the project, I mean, on the record, I say, you know what I'm saying, I told my homies that I got them, but how far have I gone? I look at all I drink, all the weed I've blown. I used to smell like Polo, but now Kush is my cologne. In the same house I grew up in, but the farthest thing from home. And you know what I'm saying, that at that point in my life, it was like, I was doing stuff that I never thought that I would be doing, you know what I'm saying? Like I was smoking, and you know, that wasn't necessarily my thing at the time, or you know, I was drinking and it was like, I don't even know why I'm doing this, and I was still staying in the same crib, but it was just like, I felt distant from that. And so that record kind of helped me, you know, put all of that to the surface and, you know, show people what it was really about. I gotta give credit to Kanye because what he did in the rap game was kind of show that you can be yourself. You don't have to be, you know, a tough rapper. You don't have to be a super conscious dude. And as long as you're telling your story, then people will most likely be receptive to that. So Kanye kind of made me a little bit more comfortable with, you know, wanting to be myself with rap music. But just the way that I was brought up, like, you know, when I was in first through 8th grade, like most of my friends were in the hood, you know what I'm saying, and they had rough backgrounds. But I was privileged enough to live in the suburbs. And so when I went to high school, I went to a real mixed school, and I got to experience a lot of alternative rock and a lot of pop music. And with it, I embraced that, but at the same time, I couldn't ignore, you know what I'm saying, where I came from and, you know, the people that really were there for me since the beginning. So I just decided to blend those sounds of music. And yeah, with that, you know, came something real original. There was these two bands. One of them was called Fall Out Boy, and of course they like are real huge, just all over the world. And so I've been able to work with the lead singer of that group, Patrick Stump, and then also Good Charlotte, which was also a huge band when I was in high school. Me and them have been able to work on a couple of records while I was out in LA, and they become real good friends of mine. But also, I was really planning on working with John Mayer. I had a chance to meet with him in New York, and that's like one of my favorite artists of all time. So I'm just trying to work to make that happen. But yeah.
What made you want to get into it?
I mean, for me, it was a real organic thing. Like when I listen to rap music, I always just form my own lyrics when I was hearing other people's stuff for some reason. It was just an uncontrollable thing. And with that, you know, I realized that I had a lot of experiences that a lot of people my age wouldn't normally get to experience. And that's not necessarily negative, but it's just like, you know, I had a real diverse life. I got to see what it was like to be rich. I got to see what it was like to be broke. You know what I'm saying? And this was all at a young age. And so with that, I just wanted to take those experiences and try to relate to different people because I felt like my generation needed that.
Okay, what did you do to get to the point that you at right now?
Man, I just like, it's a saying, you know what I'm saying, that like what you put in is what you put out, you know what I'm saying? And so with that, like, I first had to study the greats, and because I'm so young, you know, I missed out on a great time in rap, which was the late 80s and the early 90s. And so first I had to go back and, you know, start researching that type of stuff and really get acquainted with Biggie and Pac and guys like that and why they were so good. And then I, you know, found Jay and Kanye, and I just studied that stuff because that's, you know, what was considered to be the best. And just tried to match myself up with that while still being original. It's a true blessing to win over Chicago people before you actually get on. Like, that's why, you know what I'm saying? Like, Kanye doesn't come back home for a reason, because, not because it's the hood or anything like that, but because niggas made it hard for him to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was trying to get shit done and niggas was not supporting that shit. Niggas was trying to make him pay for shit, and people tried to do the same thing with me. And, you know, that takes a lot out of niggas, so. Yeah, so.
How'd you get signed?
Nah, what happened was I got these two white kids that managed me, and so with that, you know what I'm saying, I was able to get some strong financial resources. And my thing too is, like, with the music, I always wanted to make original shit. Like, I never wanted to be one of them niggas that just was like freestyling over other people's beats. And so yeah, I just, you know, put together some real different shit, and we released a video on YouTube. It got a pretty decent buzz. And the guy Mike, he's not here, but he's Savalas' partner. He has a cousin that lives in Chicago, and so dude downloaded my shit, passed it on to him, and then he told Savalas, and they flew out to Chicago and met with me and shit. And they went from there. Yeah.
You 90 days in.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
90 days into a trip.
Yeah.
Ready for the ride?
Oh yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? For me too, it was like, because I grew up in a Christian household. Both of my parents are, you know, real big on education. So for me to drop out of school and do this, and they support it, that's kind of how I knew it was meant to be.
Twisting up a blunt, thinking about my next dollar. Digging in the game, trying to get some money out of. Twisting up a blunt, thinking about my next dollar. Digging in the game, trying to get some money out of. Twisting up a blunt, thinking about my next dollar. Digging in the game, trying to get some money out of. Twisting up a blunt, thinking about my next dollar. Digging in the game, trying to get some money out of.
Man, life is good, looking good. Gotta know a nigga stay fresh for real. This young gun is not in the army.
I mean, I feel like, you know, inspirations are different now. But there were a time where, like, the rap game was made up of a lot of different hustlers and, you know, people that were just dealing with struggles, whether it was like black on black violence. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of serious issues going on back then, and there's a lot of serious issues now, but rap is not necessarily being represented by a lot of people that have gone through those situations. As far as, like, you have more college rappers now who are speaking about that lifestyle, which is not a bad thing. However, I mean, a lot of the new guys that I listen to, you know what I'm saying, such as Casey Vegas and Phil Ade, and even myself, like, the experience is different for us, so we talk about different things. And I mean, some of the great artists, you know what I'm saying, are like our mentors, or the people that we reverence. And so with that, I feel like rap can go back to a place where everybody is comfortable with it again, because I mean, that's, you know, those people that had it at that point are our inspiration.
Who have you worked with? Have you worked with anybody from your hometown? Like, have you got back in the booth?
I mean, I worked with a lot of up and coming dudes, but at the same time, it's like, for me, like, I always wanted to be able to really put on for my city. I feel like, you know, just certain guys like Kanye and Lupe, like, those guys have done a lot for the image of Chicago, but a lot of people don't feel like they've given back. I don't necessarily feel that way, but I just wanted to be able to put myself in a position personally where I can really be successful. That way I can really help people from the crib. And so that's just been my goal. I've been real focused on building myself as an artist so that way I can really, you know what I'm saying, be a good resource for other up-and-coming dudes at home.
What are you doing that's opposite of other people to make yourself?
Well, I mean, with me, it's just being blessed to be in the right situations at the right time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really, only thing that I could do is work hard, you know what I'm saying, and keep trying to make records and keep trying to relate to people through my music. But honestly, guys just put me in a lot of good positions to the point that I'm even, you know, able to be here and talk to you right now. Is just off the strength that somebody out here heard my music and, you know, was willing to fly me out and work with me. And, you know, now we're at this point. So it's been really a blessing. I can't even explain it, honestly.
How has your lifestyle changed since you put that?
Well, I mean, at first my life was really about pleasing my parents through school and, you know what I'm saying, things like that. And like for me, one, I had to realize that school just wasn't for me. It just wasn't my thing, you know what I'm saying? And two, I mean, now it's just really about me doing whatever I gotta do to be successful in this industry so that way my family, my friends, my supporters, my fans, all of those people are comfortable in knowing that, you know, they put their faith in me. So that's really it. That's become my job now versus me working a 9 to 5 and going to school.
Did you ever think you was gonna do this?
I dreamed about it, but you know, it's so many people that don't make it in this rap industry. It's so many people that get close and fail. It's so many one-hit wonders, and you know what I'm saying, that still could be a possibility for me, like just being real. And so with that, I just want to work to make that not true, you know what I'm saying, and work to be as great as I dreamed about. Yeah, so that's also another record off of the Other Side Redux project I just released. You can get that at rockyfresh.com. And that record was just me really having fun talking about, you know, the things that I'm about, what I like in my life, stuff like that. The record was produced by Cardo from Taylor Gang. The record I played before that was produced by him and Sledger from Taylor Gang. They produced a bunch of stuff for Wiz. So it was a real cool opportunity for them to want to work with me. And yeah, we made it happen and we came out with some dope records. Reporting live from Chicago, where they tell me I'm the future, but I ain't promised tomorrow. I got my own style and that niggas trying to borrow. Been rocking that leaders, knew that they soon would follow, shit's real. If I said it, I meant it, this ain't just money talking. I know niggas that were in the trap house, Macaulay Culkin, but I'm never home alone. With a couple girls that's gone, they wet as water, I'm the bone. They both out here blowing strong, surprised by what is going on. We ain't perplexed, cause them hoes get removed if they ever fuck with my checks. And a couple white boys tried to tell me I wasn't next, then they learned to love a nigga, American History X, and later history check. You'll see this where my run begins. Way this shit is going down, it'll probably never end, and y'all rules are irrelevant. I'ma just do what I choose, from the city and win, means that I will never lose.
You like the industry so far?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, for me, it's like, the best part about it is like the different business experiences that I get too, because like I'm starting to learn the industry from a whole nother angle, just being out here. And with that, it's like if I never make it as a rapper, you know what I'm saying, I still would have gained enough knowledge to help me be able to do something in the music industry. So we all are different people, you know what I'm saying. When we stay true to what we know and, you know, the experiences that we have, I'm pretty sure you have some experiences that make you, you know, have wisdom about certain things that I don't. And with that, you could choose to be like, man, you know what I'm saying, little nigga, you don't know nothing about this. Or you could be like, yo, fam, like, let me teach you about this. And that's just what it is for me. It's like, there's certain things that I've experienced that I'm positive that a lot of people haven't experienced. And with that, I want to talk about those things and really, you know, relate to people. I just stay true to what I know and the things that I've been through. And I feel like that separates me from everybody naturally. I stay reaching my goals. Many got called, but I'm the one that got chose. Now I'm sitting on dough. Excuse me, I'm just so fucking cold. I said I'm so fucking cold. I said I'm so fucking cold. A nigga sitting on dough. Excuse me, I'm just so fucking cold. It's Mr. Fresh up in this bitch, label one of the dopest. I ain't coming to four, but I'm definitely on my focus. A lot of women battle to see who can get the closest, and many have crossed the line, so I guess the flag's on encroachment. However, I stay chillin', right where I'm supposed to be. Shout out to the Most High, it's clear that He has chosen me. Ain't nobody close to me, ain't no niggas over me, and they say money changes, so I hope these people notice me, and hopefully they will learn to chill with all that whack shit. I see them hanging with them squares like packs. I don't know, it's like not even on like money driven, like I'm not a money driven dude, but I just like, you know what I'm saying, seeing the fruits of my labor and shit. So with that, it's just like fun to work for me because I like sneakers, I like, you know what I'm saying, like going out to the movies and shit like that. I like being able to help my family with shit, so only way I could do that is if I work hard, so.